Okay, you got to give us a moment. I've been waiting for this moment the whole day.
Hello.
Oh my God.
We are back.
Have you pressed record, Martin? We're on.
Yes, it's on.
We're live. Okay, good.
I remembered how to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone. We've missed the Lamely.
Big time.
Oh my God.
But it's been funny because we've still been doing Back in Time, but it's not the same as Moments.
It's not the same as Moments. Moments is its own
where it's at.
beautifulness.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. So I'm Dan Enriquez.
I'm Martin Burgess.
And this is the Mariah Report.
Yes, Moments.
Where we give you all the Mariah moments of the moment.
Well, we have a lot to catch up on.
We do. Now, we've been away for quite a few weeks.
When did we wrap up? January?
Well, yeah, in the new year.
The new year, right?
We've only done one like episode.
A topical
episode.
Which was the New Year's Eve
and Golden Globes.
That was big.
So that's been that last time we spoke to the people.
Yes.
Oh my God, guys, I can't believe it. We have an exciting episode coming up. We are going to talk about all the things. We're going to sort of do a wrap up of what's been going on this year.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, but we have the highlights of the episode. We're talking V Magazine. That's coming up.
Oh my God, that was big. The Lamely is gagging.
Big. We're going to talk. The Hall of Fame. There's so much. I'm like losing track already.
Oh my God.
Hall of Fame.
Oh, wait until we talk about the Songwriter Hall of Fame.
We're going to talk about that.
Wait.
Yes.
And then, and we also are going to talk about a little bit of a controversial moment that Nick has been doing on his social media.
Yeah.
That I don't appreciate.
No one is.
Well, no one is saying anything good about it.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that. We'll get to all kinds of things.
We also have a brand new segment.
Yes,
later in the show.
Later in the show.
It's called Obsessed. Obsessed.
I mean, hello.
We'll explain later.
Okay, so now, Martin, what has been going on and what's going on with the world today? Well, what have you been up to? All kinds of things.
You know, you and I are working on new projects.
You know, a lot of lambs are like, where have you been? What's going on? Why are you still doing the podcast?
Yeah.
Even though we've been doing our Back in Time episodes.
We missed 1 week and everyone freaked out.
Everybody. No, we have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Martin and I are entrepreneurs.
Well, you know, also, we've been gone so long. We also have a bunch of new people listening to us. So I think we might need to reintroduce ourselves a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, Martin Burgess, please take it. Take it away.
Well, once upon a time.
In Australia.
Yeah. No. Fun fact. This is going to be my 10th year in New York.
Oh my God, are you serious?
It was supposed to be 1 year at the time.
You moved here in 2008?
8, yeah.
Shut up.
Right before Memoirs.
Get out of here.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah. Actually, 4 Memoirs.
Years.
Yeah.
That, girl, time is flying.
I know. Well, I came to pursue a career in media and communications.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I kind of now doing it.
And
right?
with the podcast and everything.
Yeah. So you and I are working on a couple of other side projects. We're going to build the podcast.
That will be revealed
system.
later.
Yes. But on that note, guys, we have a new change as well, another new change to the show.
Yes, let the lambs know, because again, we'll get a lot of lamb mail talking about what the F is going on.
Nobody freak out. It's strategical.
Yes.
This move.
So prior to right now, we were twice a week.
Yeah.
And now we're not going to be doing shows twice a week.
Yes.
You will get one show a week.
But still both shows.
Correct.
Meaning
we will be mixing and mingling between Moments and Back in Time.
Yeah. You won't get 2 episodes a week. You're going to get, this week will be Moments. Maybe next week will be another Moment. Maybe the week after that will be Quiet. So you'll get it Back in Time that week. And we can save whatever moments for the next episode of Moments.
Right. Because, this is a slow time. And that's one of the reasons it was perfect for us to take a break at this time. Mm-hmm. Because it's a slow time in Mariah world.
She's busy.
And that's why we got to be busy doing other things.
Yeah, So
we're just going to give you either a Moments or a Back in Time each week.
Yes.
And I think it'll be great. Now, that's not to say, hey, if we need to come up, when Mariah releases this next album, who knows what we could do.
We're going to roll with the punches.
Exactly. Yeah. But for right now, for the next couple of months and things, while we're working on side projects.
Yes.
And living our own lives.
Yes.
And paying our own rent.
Yes. This is our side job.
We're just going to be doing once a week. And I hope everyone's going to be okay with that. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the big major change right now.
Yes.
With the Mariah Report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Dan, tell the people, how long have you been in New York?
I've been here 6 years. That's why I was like, wait, you've been here 10 years. I've been here 6 years. Mm-hmm. That's insane.
It's ticking by, right?
It is flying by. I can't even believe it.
Yeah.
I am originally from Chicago. I, have a TV, degree on production and whatnot. But
Funny you should say that because I just read an article today about how podcasters are now pushing into television.
Yes, they are, because there's that new show on ABC.
Yeah.
About a guy who does podcasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, like Marvel, the comic book people are doing an audio podcast now.
Oh, really?
We're in a whole new world now.
Oh, the podcasting is everything.
Yeah, so I think
Honey, if you're not there, you're nowhere.
So I think our experience is going to pay off.
Well, thank God we've been doing this for how long? 2.5 years. Yeah. 2.5 years, 3 years, however it might be. Yeah. But I will say one thing for our longtime listeners. Thank you. Thank you for hanging on. Thank you for being there.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be like a whole new Mariah Report.
Yes.
Because we are finally out of the nightmare era.
Oh, yeah. Dan and I were in therapy.
We've been out for months, and we've talked about it before. But now it's
out.
we can literally just focus on Mariah.
And
there's no riffraff.
When we started the podcast, for people who've been there from the beginning, it wasn't meant to turn into what it turned into, into this hater fest during the Nightmare era. It wasn't meant to be that.
I don't like anybody talking shit about Mariah.
No.
And so the fact that I was talking shit about Mariah, I was like, girl,
yeah,
something's wrong.
Yeah, we almost quit the podcast.
I know. It was like I cannot talk about this anymore.
Yeah,
because it's disgusting.
But
that's why this whole new Mariah Report and everything, and this whole new era with Mariah is going to be amazing, guys.
Well, let's just think about the last few years as training. Right. This is what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be good.
Here we is.
Yeah. And Mariah, sorry.
I know. Girl, if I said you was on drugs, I'm sorry, girl. But you looked crazy at the VH1 Hip Hop Honor, girl. Never mind.
It's all behind us. Let's move water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge. It's all good. We are moving on. Obviously, we love Mariah, and we are so excited for 2018.
Well, just speaking of the Nightmare era, let's just look at how it's ended and look at the energy, everything-wise. Mariah-wise.
Oh, my
fan-wise.
Yes.
Everything-wise is better.
Everything has been superb.
Good.
Moments, honey.
Yeah.
Moments.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, speaking of moments, let's get into the moments, but let's talk about how in the past few months, Mariah did her comeback, quote, quote, on New Year's Eve, but Mariah has been in the mix of social media and social culture.
Still relevant.
Still relevant.
Let's start with RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars.
Okay, first of all, I am so excited for season 10, girl.
Me too,
girl.
Do you know what's funny? Whenever they release the new queens, I'm like, oh, I don't know about these people, but I always get sucked in.
I was like, oh no, Miss Cracker, what? No, but then you're like, oh my god, I'm obsessed.
Yeah,
I'm so obsessed. So we are just finishing the season 3 All Stars.
Yes,
and one of my favorite queens from season 2, she was the first one booted off on season 2, and then Ru did the twist on season 3 and brought her back. Mm-hmm. Shangela. Mm-hmm. Shangela gave us Mariah moments.
They had a Divas episode in this recent All Stars. Shangela got assigned Mariah by RuPaul.
Everybody had like a different diva. It was Stevie Nicks or somebody else. Or
who else was there? Shit.
Somebody else.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks, Mariah. Celine.
Oh, there was a Celine. Was
it Shania? No, Dolly Parton.
Oh, there was a Dolly Parton. Oh,
met.
that was a good one.
I met Dolly Parton.
Oh, that's right.
The real one.
Sure did.
Yes, I'll tell you that another time.
Okay.
But she was good. Yeah. She was sweet as hell.
And she's a tiny little girl.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty baby.
Yeah,
I love her.
Love her.
Okay, so there were all these queens that Ru assigned all the girls a diva.
Yeah.
And Shangela had Mariah.
Here's the thing about, when you do, and Shangela was clued into it, you don't want to just mimic the person. You want to find the comedy in it all and like create a show.
Well, that's the whole thing that Ru wants to find in a winner or in a drag queen, because you have to have the comedy sense about it. You have to have the theatrical moment about it, but you have to be tapped in to what is going on.
Right.
Like, you can't be, oh, I'm sorry, what?
I don't want to be mean or offensive. Like, you got to make it a moment.
It's all in fun. So Shangela got assigned Mariah, and I was like, oh, Lord. When anybody is like, oh, Mariah, I'm, oh, Lord.
Yeah,
But Shangela killed it.
She killed it. And if you look it up on YouTube if you have not seen it, Shangela All Stars Mariah. Just look that up. She did it, and as I was watching it, I was clutching my pearls in shock that she was doing all of that. But then I thought, this was the Nightmare era. This is the result of the Nightmare era.
Right.
All of it.
But you see that, so what Shangela did was she came out, every diva came out and performed.
In a body, but she did Mariah in a bodysuit
and with the boobs
wide and out,
and the butterflies.
Yes,
and the thing about Shangela is she got into the diva character of Mariah.
Yeah.
Now you and I and most of our Lamb listeners, we know that that's just a shtick Mariah does,
right? But
that is what people see,
and absorb,
and they get it, and that Mariah's now this character.
Yes.
So Shangela gave us that Mariah character, and the performance she did was
New Year's Eve.
The bad New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And I thought it was brilliant.
I loved it.
I thought that's the best thing you could do.
Right. But it just goes to show that all of Mariah's antics during the Nightmare era, I don't want to bring it up more, but we'll move through this in a second. We've got to heal from that.
We're still PTSD.
We're still healing, yes.
It's all right.
All of the antics that went down during that, the outfits, the bad lip syncing, all of it, that's what penetrated the culture. That's what Mariah's known for now.
Right.
And that was a reflection of where Mariah is in her life.
But it's okay,
It's
though.
okay, because
I like that, but... okay. We're not going to get too into the Nightmare era, but what I will say, I also just saw a picture of Mariah went to a birthday party with the kids.
Oh, yeah.
No, with the kids. The kids have a friend in LA.
Oh, I saw that. Oh, with the crisscross boobs?
And somebody that I follow online, somebody that we follow, they said, oh, it's so good to see, Mariah out with the kids, living normal life or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they said, but Mariah's wearing the crisscross, boob Nightmare era outfit.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, but I'm still so mad that Stella didn't get those outfits in the divorce. Those should have stayed with Stella.
Yeah, right. I know.
It was funny. It was a funny moment.
Yeah.
I like it.
Got it.
It's all in fun now. But
anyway, the thing is, that's what was. We weren't crazy.
No.
Do you know what I mean? That's what somebody else saw.
And no matter what, good, bad, ugly, or amazing, Mariah is always going to be relevant.
Yes.
Always relevant.
Listen, Mariah is this big creative powerhouse within herself. Look at, let's transition to another creative powerhouse. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, they have bad seasons.
Yeah, they do.
And then they look weird to you, but someone over there is like, oh my God, it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
They switch it up. They come back around.
It's all good. That's
the moment.
The cycle of it. That's just how it goes.
So now we're out of that.
We're 100% out of that.
Yeah.
And also another thing, it's I'll sort of segue this into American Idol, because I've been watching American Idol with Katy Perry, but I only am watching it to see what kind of judge she is compared to Mariah.
Right.
Everything is, I'm always comparing to Mariah. Mm-hmm. So the other day they had this girl on there And she was like, oh, and then Mariah tweeted to Katy Perry today.
I
Did
saw
you see that?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I love it. I love it. But they had this girl on there and she's like, oh, I can do whistle tones. And Lionel Richie and that other guy are like, what is a whistle tone? And she's like, and Katy Perry says, oh, it's the Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
And then this girl proceeds to act like she could do a whistle tone, which she can screech.
Yeah.
Like, but girl, no.
Yeah, she was struggling for it. Yeah.
Mariah's whistle tones are not just like a crazy sound coming out of her voice. Like she does it in precise.
And she can articulate in it.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So it's not just like, yeah, anyone can hit a fucking high note.
Yeah, yeah.
But can you sing in it? Can you create with it?
Right.
Like Mariah does?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Do you know Lionel is still doing his All the Hits tour?
Is he real?
In
While
Vegas?
he's on the American Idol?
He's taking it to Vegas.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. You know what? I like, because I'm not watching American Idol, but I'm watching a lot of the auditions because I'm curious to see how, the producers have teamed this team of judges. And you know what is really interesting to me with Lionel is Lionel Richie is always saying, Lionel Richie's like 7,000 years old. He's been in the business forever. So he's always got some sort of keen advice for somebody. What?
Yeah.
Is he not 7,000 years old? I just wonder. He looks good. He looks good.
Yeah, he looks good.
But he always has keen advice for somebody, and he always is saying, oh, well, when I worked with Michael Jackson, or when I worked with this person, or when I did this person.
Yeah.
Mariah was doing the same thing on her season, but she got backlash from people like Nicki Minaj and a lot of the public, general public, because they're like, why is she always putting, who does she think she is? Honey, she's not saying it because she thinks she's somebody. She's saying it because she's experienced. You know what I mean? But like nobody says anything to Lionel Richie.
Yeah, because women aren't supposed to be doing that stuff.
Exactly.
Working hard.
Women aren't supposed to have a resume like Mariah Carey,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So she gets backlash from other younger women and even the general public when she speaks on what she's done and what she's accomplished. And why shouldn't she?
Yes, she did
like,
that.
One of the things with Nicki Minaj was like, why are you always running down your resume? Why are you always saying that? Why shouldn't she?
Yes.
Ooh, girl, don't get me on the American Idol. I will get heated.
Wait, speaking of American Idol Mariah days, you and I got to hang out with Lazaro, fan favorite.
Oh my God, fan favorite.
Lazaro's a lamb.
A lamb for life. Oh my God, isn't he the best?
The best. So we hung out. We went to our favorite place, Rise Bar, with him. He was with his friend Nikki.
I believe so.
It was Nikki, right?
Yeah.
Lazaro is sweet as pie.
Sweet as pie. He just wants to, I could just melt.
Melt.
He's so precious.
Super cute. And that day at Rise, it happened to be open mic night. Lazaro got up and sang, and he was so much better than the Idol days.
Girl, don't even get me started. So it was open mic night.
Yeah.
At first, Lazaro, we're like, oh shit, like, oops. We thought it was just like a regular night. And then we're like, well, Lazaro, you have to sing. And he's like, no, I haven't done any more. I haven't done, no, I'm not singing. Girl, you get one of these fools up there singing bad, and Lazaro was like, oh, no, bitch. No, ma'am. Let me show these bitches how it's done. Actually, there was one girl who really sang really well that night.
There was a good girl.
There was a good girl. But Lazaro got up there, and he sang maybe 2 or 3 songs throughout the night. He sounds
way better.
So much better. Than he did in the Idol days. And I was a fan of his in the Idol days. I thought he was great.
Yeah, he was good.
Oh, girl, he's got it. He has got it.
Well, it turns out he went on to win the Latino version of The Voice.
Yes, he did.
Won.
Yes, he did.
Won it.
Can you believe?
Yes.
Honey,
Y'all
y'all are sleeping over there on Lazaro.
I
Y'all
know.
better get it together.
Anyway, hopefully one day he'll come up on here on our show.
One day.
We'll get him.
Right, Lazaro? You listen, right? Okay. So what else is going on in the world of things?
Can we talk about Wendy Williams?
What's she doing? Oh, she almost died.
Kind of, right?
Kind of.
With her Graves' disease that Missy Elliott had.
That's right.
Missy Elliott had that same thing.
That's right.
That's why she vanished.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Jerry O'Connell, our ex-boyfriend from Heartbreaker hosting.
Heartbreaker ex-boyfriend. I didn't like him.
Because I felt like he was acting. He was trying to be Wendy.
Trying to be
Wendy.
Much.
It's a good gig for him. Like he can, like Wendy suggested, maybe Kelly and Jerry instead of Kelly and Ryan.
See, I could see that. I could see Kelly Ripa and Jerry O'Connell. Even though I don't watch that show, the Kelly show.
It's too early.
It's too. You're not lying, girl. I would love to watch it. It's just too damn early, girl. It's too early. I cannot.
I've only got 20 minutes at 10 p.m.
No,
for Wendy,
real.
and that's
for
it.
For real. No, honestly. So he was hosting while Wendy was out. I didn't like it. He was giving us, like I said, too much. That's all I'm going to say.
Too much. I just found it interesting that it's Wendy from Touch My Body all up in my business, like a Wendy interview. And then
again, the sub was, what have we just been saying? Yeah. That Mariah is relevant. Mariah has the connection. Yes. Mariah brings it all back around. That's how it is, no matter what day and age it is. Yes, Mariah might not be at the top of the charts right now, but Mariah is on the relevant. Yeah. She is tapped in. People know what is going on with her.
But see, Joe Schmo doesn't know that that's Wendy from Touch My Body, followed by her sub is Heartbreaker Jerry.
Okay, well, true, but we know.
We know.
Us lambs know.
But it's just kind of funny how it comes together.
Yeah, and then that's a receipt that you can pull out to Joe Schmo.
Yes.
And be like, oh, well, all of this, that, and you remember when Mariah did this? Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, speaking of Mariah.
Okay, what is Mariah actually doing?
Well, see, here's the thing. This is back in the Mariah Daily days. These were exciting times. We get a studio photo here and there. We're like, we're in the studio.
Something is brewing.
Girl.
So ever since New Year's Eve, Mariah's sort of been laying low. Yeah. She had a couple of appearances, but what has she really been doing? She's been in the studio.
And didn't I complain that we weren't getting any Mariah the singer on her Instagram?
And what are we getting now?
Mariah the singer.
The singer.
In the studio.
Creating. Music. A craftswoman.
Yes.
Making things.
On the control panel.
Yes, on the control. Yes, the control panel.
Yeah.
Girl.
That's what we want to see. We like this.
She really is. She's gearing up for something big this year. That's all I know.
I know, right?
She's given us a lot of great social media moments while she's sort of, I'm not going to say she's in hiding, but she's laying low. But she's given us amazing social media moments. Since the top of the year?
Well, let's do the backwards. Let's work backwards. The St. Patrick's Day picture.
Oh my God!
I'm sitting there thinking, what the MC squared is going on here?
What in the 2008 is happening?
Yeah,
she looks amazing.
I'm shocked and I'm mad that she's not telling us what she's doing because I want to look like I did in 2008.
Can I go back 10 years too?
What is she doing to herself?
She looks so magical.
Don't tell me juice cleanse.
No, she's not juice cleansing, honey.
I'm not falling for that. Yeah.
No, I think she's just in a really good place. I think she cleansed so much of her life of negative people around her.
Yeah.
Nightmare era, whatever.
Yes.
But I think she's good. She's refreshed. She's really making it work.
Oh yeah.
Every time I see Mariah now, I'm like, oh my, I'm gagged.
Well, it's just like
I'm obsessed.
I know, me too. Obsessed.
I can't stop looking at her pictures.
Yes, I know.
It's crazy.
Well, it's just like the light switch came back on.
Yeah.
She came back around. Because I've been seeing pictures online from the Nightmare era. Well, listen, guys, PTSD.
I swear, we're not going to talk about Nightmare era. I swear
we're going to work out of it. We're working our way through it. But I saw pictures from it. I'm like, what is going on there? Versus the last photo.
Right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Mariah is giving me everything and more than I wanted. And she's literally not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, she's
literally in the studio.
It's so crazy. She's just like, she's being what she always is. She's a mom and she's a singer-songwriter and she's just doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm so enamored and, enveloped in everything. And she's not even like actually giving us anything.
I mean,
but that's how simple it is with Mariah.
Yes.
She doesn't have to do much.
No.
Oh, I can't wait till we talk about V Magazine coming up.
Oh, it was juicy.
Just wait.
Because you actually put in those nuggets in the V magazine, and I totally got my magnifying glass out and went in on those.
Oh, girl, and can I just say that I believe that I was the first one to break the news that she was actually going to be on the cover of V magazine.
You did break that?
Yes, because I have an inside source.
Yes.
Who shall not be named. Who told me that she was going to be, before she even did the photo shoot or anything.
We tweeted it.
Yes, we did.
A word on the street.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Just saying.
We've got street cred.
You think we're nobody?
Yes. Street cred.
Oh, honey, we're in.
It's because we run the streets all day.
Well, yeah, honey, I'm running the streets, showing my ass, showing it.
We get what we need to get.
You know, one of the other juicy tidbits that just came out was the Toni Braxton moment. Who I've always loved Toni Braxton. Don't get me now. I will say I've never watched Braxton Family Values.
Me either. It seems too much.
Like I've never, but I've always loved Toni Braxton. Always. I still listen to her music all the time. Even when she was winning all the awards and Mariah wasn't, because they were out at the same time. I'm still listening to Toni Braxton, girl.
Wait, right after this, let's talk Hall of Fame. Speaking of awards.
Okay.
But I don't know how I feel about the Toni Braxton thing.
Well, that's the interesting part of it. I love Toni.
Yeah.
I'm down for a duet, but
over there.
Right. It can't be like a Mariah Whitney moment.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yes, okay. On
Toni's album.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you read the article, I think if I was reading it right, if I hadn't had too many splashes when I read it, she was saying in 1998, Mariah came to her and said, hey, let's do something.
Back then?
Oh,
that could have been good.
You know what I mean?
Back then.
Because the way that the interview went was they started talking about Janet Jackson, and then Toni was like, oh yeah, well, Mariah reached out for me once to do a duet in 1998 or something, and Toni said, no, I can't, because Toni was going through the whole bankruptcy.
Oh, but she's going through again.
Which she's going through again. Well, Toni is always bankrupt, bitch. Why you always bankrupt, bitch?
Like Wendy.
You always got the wigs. You got the good wigs, bitch.
Yeah. Like Wendy said, 1 + 1 = 2, not 5.
Okay.
Like, how do you get bankrupt again? Wait.
Well,
for the third time.
She went bankrupt. Yeah, this is the third time.
Yeah.
She has bad people working for her. Or nobody.
Sign your damn checks, Toni.
Like Oprah says.
Sign your checks.
And that's another thing Mariah should do. I don't think Mariah signs her own checks.
She needs to sign her checks.
She needs to. You need to know where the money's going.
Just so you can see where it's
Because,
flowing.
like she said in Obsessed, which we have our new segment coming up later, Mariah said, she's a corporation.
Yes.
Okay, well, girl, you got to sign them checks then.
You have to sign them.
Don't just stamp your name on it.
Yeah. Or don't give the stamp to someone else. Yes, who's stamping all the checks away.
Okay, before we take
that's a life lesson for everybody, though.
True story.
Know where your money's going.
I need a refill on my splash, so we're going to take a splash break, but we have to talk about one other thing before we take a splash break, because...
Well, I think before we took our Moments hiatus, we announced that Mariah had been nominated for the Songwriter 2018 Hall of Fame.
Correct. Nominated. And we were gagging over it.
Yeah.
We couldn't stop talking. In every Moments episode we did at the end of last year, we could not stop talking about it because it was huge.
Yes.
Like, that's big.
And finally, it was like,
and then when Mariah was at the Golden Globes,
yes,
and she says, oh, well, don't forget, women write songs too. Mm-hmm. Like the whole #MeToo movement and all of that. Like, Mariah was so supporting all of that, and she was bringing it into the music world where women do not get
acknowledgement.
Correct.
Her point was, people don't think of women as songwriters.
Correct.
Like, you have to first have the thought that they are songwriters.
Right. Mm-hmm. And unless they're behind the piano, like Tori Amos.
Strumming the guitar.
Or strumming the guitar like Camila Cabello tried to do on the Ellen show. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Honey, she had a guitar and she was air strumming it.
No.
Yes, girl. Oh, it was so bad.
She was guitar syncing for her life?
Yes, she was guitar... She was. And that's a new one there, honey. I ain't never seen that shit. She's guitar syncing. For her life. She was. But I love that song from her. But anyways, so Mariah was doing all of that and she was nominated. And then the winners, they choose multiple winners each year.
Yeah.
And Mariah was not chosen as a winner. Girl,
but
where's my
was?
splash? Where's my splash?
Guess who was? Our friend
Jermaine Dupri.
Now listen, Jermaine.
Now I'm not mad at Jermaine.
No one's mad at Jermaine.
No one's mad at him.
Happy for Jermaine.
However,
Jermaine, come here. Jermaine,
let me whisper something, Jermaine.
when you get up on that stage, you better say something.
You better say, and Mariah made my career.
And she deserves to be here.
And where is her award?
Or else.
We're coming for you.
The lambs have all eyes on you, Jermaine.
That was a crazy moment. Because
Crazy, but it just proved Mariah's point that women aren't thought
women
of.
are not, because there was only one woman.
That's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
Yeah.
That's not even anything close.
Right.
Where are the women?
That's
the
not
women,
even...
like Diane, what's her name?
Diane,
what's her name? She's a big songwriter.
Oh,
Warren,
yeah.
Warren. And then Carole King.
Mm-hmm.
These women have been writing and writing and writing, and people don't realize.
Yeah.
And then I just read this article about one of, did you ever see that documentary? We got to take a splash break, but did you ever see that documentary about the backup singers?
No.
Yes, there's this documentary. I can't remember what it's called. I know all the lambs are screaming at me because they know what it is. But it's about all these long career backup singers that sing for everyone from the Rolling Stones to, James Brown, all of that. And they never get their moment to shine, their moment to star. And it's the same thing. Like, because I just read this article about one of those longtime backup singers, female, who passed away. And it was like, girl, she's been singing on the back of everybody's tracks.
Yeah.
Her whole fucking life for 40 years.
Right.
And no one knows who she is.
Right.
I don't even know who she is.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
It is.
Nobody knows.
That's interesting. But that's different than actually being in the front and not being recognized.
Well, of course, but I'm just saying, I'm bringing it to the other aspects.
There's flaws. There's flaws in the industry.
Right. There's a lot of I think in the entertainment industry in general, there's a lot of disrespect for women.
Yeah, because people hasn't been normalized yet. It's not normal to have women songwriters, successful women who are in control of their careers. That's not normal enough yet.
Well, it's not in any industry.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. But, people forget.
Well, the thing you have to move through that and fight for it. And we're not there yet.
I'm still really upset over Mariah not winning Songwriter Hall of Fame.
Well, the fact that happened is beyond obvious that there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Because I'm sorry she only has 17 number ones that she wrote. I'm sorry All That I Want for Christmas Is You is the best Christmas song that's around right now. What else do you want?
What more do you want?
She needs to be a man?
Yeah. Because if a man had written All I Want for Christmas Is You,
there'd be a statue of him. Yes.
Right in Times Square, there'd be a statue.
Yes.
Girl.
There'd be buildings named after him.
Everything.
Yes.
It's not right. It's not right. I was so upset about that. I swear to you, the Songwriter Hall of Fame needs to get their lives together and nominate her and induct her
Special Achievement
next
Award or something.
Year.
No, we need
a Special
Achievement Award.
And I'm not even a big fan of Special Achievement Awards, but Mariah deserves one when it comes to songwriting.
No, she needs, I'm sorry we nominated you and just looked over you. Award.
Okay, but you can't say
a special
that.
achievement. We're going to make it up to you now.
We can't be Vanessa Williams in Miss America pageant. You can't be that. You know what I mean?
We need something better
they ripped
than
her title away, and then they gave it back, and then they said, "Oh, we're sorry." 30 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, please. Anyways, we are going to take a quick splash break. We're coming back with some V Magazine talk.
Yep.
Some controversial talk with Nick and his social media, and some other fun stuff.
Hey guys, the Mariah Report is ad-free and listener-supported, and we could not do it without the help of Patreon.com.
Go to patreon.com/The Mariah Report and pledge as little as $1 to gain access to bonus content and help support the show.
That's patreon.com/The Mariah Report.
And we are back from the splash break.
Let's talk about the abuse in the household.
By what? How? What? Okay, all right. This is sort of on a serious note, but like sort of not. Because it's really hard to tell. Because I don't actually... This is all about Nick Cannon and what he's been...
Nick and Rocky.
Nick and Moroccan.
Yes.
And how he's been speaking to his young 7-year-old son.
Now, I didn't catch the whole thing, but I knew it caused a flutter up in the social media world.
Uh-huh.
First of all, Nick delited his Instagram account. Like, it's there, but he's deleted all the photos.
Right, like there's nothing there. He just does like Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Which we don't follow him anymore.
No.
So like I don't get it, but I get it from like, you know.
We never followed him, right?
I don't think we did.
No.
And if we did, we're
divorced.
Stopped.
Yes.
Sorry.
We divorced.
Just saying.
We went with Mariah.
We're going with, we're with her.
Yeah.
So we don't follow him. So it's, I don't even follow him on my own personal stuff, but you know, whatever. So apparently, allegedly, well, it's not alleged because it's there, but like people have told us and shown us that he has been making fun of Rocky's shoes.
Yeah, I saw like some kind of
Like,
clip where Rocky was wearing boots, but I couldn't even see what boots they were. And Nick was making fun of him.
Well, I think it all started. This is where I think, and if I'm wrong, lambs, please correct me. I think he did an Instagram story where he was calling Rocky's shoes girl shoes. Oh, why are you wearing the girl shoes? Like you look like, or those look gay or something like that. I can't exactly remember, but it was like to that level.
On that note.
And then there were multiple other ones where he was saying, like he would Instagram story them at the store saying, we had to get Rocky new shoes. And then the one that you saw was, hey, Rocky, you finally got new boots.
Yeah, but what got people was that when he was doing those Instagram stories teasing Rocky, the look that Rocky shot him was like,
Rocky was like, I can't believe, why are you making fun of me?
Yeah.
Like he was hurt.
Yes.
He looked like, you know, like he wanted to, like in the one where they talk about the boots, Rocky's chewing gum and it looks like he wants to stick his tongue out at Nick, but instead he blows a bubble. But you could see that he wants to say something. He just doesn't, he's too young to like know how to formulate what to say back to his dad.
He doesn't have the language for it.
Right.
So it's internalized now.
Right.
Damaging poor little Rocky.
Damaging the children.
Look what he's doing.
Like, why is that? Like, I can't even believe that, well, I guess I can believe, but I can't believe that Nick would... You should be lucky to have shoes on your child's feet.
Yeah.
And you're going to like make fun of him.
But here's what's crazy about Nick is that he's over there being, I'm a philosopher, I'm enlightened, this, that, I'm like so new world, I'm too good for all of this rap game, like I'm above it all. You are like in it and you're
doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. And that's not what we need. That's not what we want.
No, you're just as bad as all of those like behind people. The people who don't nominate Mariah for Hall of Fame.
Right.
You're person.
With them. You're with them.
Yeah.
Because I also remember, I think Mariah did an Instagram where she took a picture of the kids and she said, the kids dressed themselves today.
Yeah.
And you know, it was just that. But I think that's what like spurred Nick to do the whole thing with the shoes and everything. I could be wrong. I don't know. Because again, I don't follow Nick, but I just hear all of the
complaints.
Negativity.
The customer service line was ringing off the hook.
I could not believe what people were saying to us about what Nick was doing to Rocky.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not right.
Wasn't right. Leave Rocky alone.
Now, if your son was 17 years old or more of an adult, you could play those jokes and those games with him because, you know what I mean? Like, he gets where you're coming from. He's just really just poking fun at you because he loves you.
Right.
But when it's a child, they're taking that into a whole different, they're internalizing that in a different way. They don't know that dad's just making fun. Mm-hmm. Rocky thinks that dad doesn't like him now. Mm-hmm. And, I can't wear the shoes that I like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because Mariah's over there being a good mother and not forcing gender stereotypes on her children. Rocky can wear whatever shoes he wants, and he left the house like that, and she was fine with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
She didn't pull him up.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And that is, I would just like to give a shout out to one of my friends who has like a 5-year-old son, and he has like long hair on the top of his head. And which is normally like hanging down, whatever, like really, Brooklyn style. But he was going to a friend's birthday party, and he's like, "Mom, put my hair in a ponytail." And she's like, "Okay, you want to be in a ponytail, sure." So like he had this big high pony. And she's like, "Sure, you can do whatever you want." Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, listen, I saw a documentary on Netflix through National Geographic with Katie Couric.
Oh, all of that through that, and Katie and National.
Katie, friend from the Christmas thing Mariah did with her.
Funny or Die.
Funny or Die. She did a whole thing on gender, and what does it actually mean versus physical gender and internal, like how do you feel and et cetera, et cetera. The kids these days, it is so intermingled and intertwined, man, woman, cisgender. I was watching it going, whoa. This is a whole new world for me.
I don't know nothing about this. Hold up now.
But in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, you can see that there is evolution, even if, like it's on a very small thing where not everybody knows.
Yeah.
But it's there. It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids are truly tuned into it.
Can we talk? This is totally throwing us off topic. We should have talked about this earlier when we were talking about Shangela. Oh. But the whole thing about RuPaul and what she said about the trans community, because I was like, okay, hold up now.
I get both sides.
I understand both sides, but what people, so RuPaul said, I will not allow trans people on the show.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm paraphrasing.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Paraphrasing all of that. Yeah. But I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. I understand that. And everyone came for her.
Right.
And I think RuPaul is one of the most enlightened, most, forward-thinking people that we have as a celebrity right now. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, why are all these people, even drag queens that were on RuPaul's Drag Race, were saying bad things about RuPaul? And I was like, wait. Mm-hmm. Let's bring it all into perspective here. RuPaul is talking as an executive producer, creator of a TV show.
A competition.
Yeah. She's not talking as like a regular, like, you think RuPaul is throwing shade or talking shit about the transgender community walking the streets in her daily life? Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. We're talking about a competition for TV. Mm-hmm. You cannot be a woman and be on that show.
Right.
Because that's not the competition.
Right.
And so then RuPaul tweeted something like, you can be an athlete and take performance-enhancing drugs, but you just can't be in the Olympics.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that was a He misspoke. He shouldn't have said...
I don't think he did.
Well, I just think, like, when you use terminology like drugs, cheating, you can't be in the competition, it kind of puts a negative tone towards the transgender community in that light. He shouldn't have used that wordage. But okay, I understand what he was saying. I see what
you mean about the whole drug thing.
Fake it. You're fake. You're not real. You're taking drugs.
Okay.
You're in that boat.
But that is exactly what I'm saying is, like, stop taking it too seriously. Like, this is a TV show.
Right.
Like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious.
No, but you have to just also keep in mind that transgender people are also in the community, and they see a show like that getting notoriety and changing the gay world in the LGBT, and they're desperate for help because they're getting murdered faster than we are.
Well, yeah.
So they're desperate, and so they don't need anything small to tip the boat over. That's all.
I mean, you're right. But I just think if you take it on its own of what was being said and for why she said those comments, that's why. it's not like a real life thing. This is not everyday real life. This is reality TV.
Yes.
This is a show. This is all fake to begin with.
Right, but when you don't have a voice, that's all you have. And the transgender community don't really have a voice in the mainstream media. They had Caitlyn Jenner. Look what a fuck show. That mess.
Honey.
Look at that mess. That's what they had.
Honey. Anyways, I mean, I get your point, and you're right. I see both sides of it as well. But
listen, I'm not mad at RuPaul because RuPaul had to learn in that moment, and we all had to learn in that moment. It was just one of those growing pain.
Fair enough.
It was a growing pain.
Enough. But anyways, speaking of the Olympics, can we really briefly talk about the actual Winter Olympics that just happened?
In Korea.
Because I love the Olympics, and you know I love my ice skating and all of that, and I Tanya and I Nancy and I Michelle McQuan. I love all those bitches.
Yeah.
Mariah, for the ice dancing, they used a Mariah song.
My All.
And
it had a chart moment
girl,
over there
I was
in Korea.
like,
Yes.
I was loving it.
20 years later.
I know, right? And that goes back around to what we were saying earlier. Mariah is always relevant, honey. Mariah has solidified her spot in national, world, global culture.
Yeah.
Hello. Use my all for the ice dancing competition. But a lot of lambs were like, oh, but why isn't Mariah's version? And I was like, well, girl, I don't know, but it's Mariah's song.
Look at this. Just yesterday, I uncovered a fun fact about it all.
What's that?
So it was obviously someone who sang pretty close to Mariah. Like, it was Mariah-esque singing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it wasn't bad.
I had to, like, squint with my ears to, like, is that Mariah? No, it's not Mariah. It was, like, pretty good.
It was good. Not Mariah level.
Not Mariah level. Yeah, it was good. It was a good, like, rendition of it. Turns out, because a lot of people were thinking, they didn't want to pay Mariah to do the song. That's
or Mariah wouldn't give them the rights.
The rights, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's this YouTube show called Hot Wings, and there's this guy, he interviews celebrities.
Hot Wings?
Hot Wings. They eat... I think there's like 8 wings, and they eat different hot sauces on the wings.
Oh,
like
YouTube.
Mild.
Oh, YouTube is doing the most.
It's kind of funny because it's like mild to like those extreme hot sauces where like your eyes start running and the nose and all that mess.
Okay.
So Adam Rippon was on.
Love him.
The breakout star of the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
And the host asked him, I forget the host name's, Sean or something, asked him, what's the deal with the music that you dance to? And he said, now the rules have changed. We can pick whatever song we want, but every song is now, you have to like tailor it to the dance.
Oh.
You don't dance to the song. You get it?
Okay.
So the Mayor was tailored to that dance. And so they couldn't use Mariah's vocals. They had to rearrange
create an entirely different thing.
A whole new song, yeah. So anybody with a technical ear could probably hear that it's a different song. But Mariah.
Oh, you know what I mean? I got it. Yeah, I don't have that ear, so I would never be able to tell
I didn't
that
study
it's
it that
not.
hard. Yeah.
They probably changed a chord or something
the beat,
and obviously a new vocal.
The length of it, even.
Well,
Fun
there
fact.
you have it.
Yeah,
Fun fact. That's how Mariah was up on the Olympics, bitch.
So I'm not mad they didn't use Mariah's vocal because they had to tailor it to the dance.
Oh, no, I wasn't mad either because I know.
Should be happy that.
Because I know what song that is.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was charting in Korea after that.
Yes, it was.
Remember?
Honey.
She got a little coin for that.
Yes, some dollars.
Check your mailbox, Mariah. There's a check. There's a check in there.
There's some coins in the mailbox, girl. Go get you a coffee. Okay, so let's go into the big, because we're going to have to take another splash moment.
Yes.
And then we're going to go into our new segment, Obsessed.
Yes.
But the big moment that everyone's been talking about is the V magazine.
Huge. Because we haven't had a good magazine in a while.
Correct. Like, we had the paper magazine, which was
good. But
pictures were good.
The interview
was bad.
Empty.
It was empty. There was nothing. It was a shell.
Yeah.
It was just for looks.
Yeah.
It was just for looks.
Yeah.
This one was good. Pictures were great.
Oh my God, BT Dub.
What? I love that we're whispering. Like, girl, what?
So, get this. Maybe I told this already when we did the New Year's Eve talk. Mariah's earrings on New Year's Eve.
Oh, yes.
Did I mention this?
I can't remember if you mentioned it on the show or if you did it.
Is the same jewelry designer, Emmanuel,
Patreon
House of Emmanuel.
Moment.
who did her New Year's Eve earrings, those big like crossy, dangly,
beautiful
moments. He did the body jewelry in the V magazine, in the paper magazine.
In the paper magazine.
Emmanuel lives around the corner from me in my parents' house in Sydney.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
we need to get him.
We
on
know
the
each
show.
other. Yes,
yes.
I know her.
Oh, you told me all the stories, girl.
Yes,
I know.
Yes.
I know. We don't have time for that today. But
little connect, little.
What do they say it is?
Six
a 6 degree of separation, but you're like a 1 degree. Like you're not even.
No, I know him.
You know him. Literally
know.
I'm a 1 degree.
Yes.
And all the Lamb listeners, they're a 2 degree.
Right. See, now we all know Emmanuel. House of Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen him like make the jewelry and everything.
Oh, he's good because I don't want to bring her up, but Nicki Minaj wore some of his stuff as well.
Oh, yes.
And that same paper.
And J-Lo.
Yes, I was going to say. So he did some of the same things for the J-Lo photo shoot for that paper magazine as well. Yeah. So he's good. So shout out to him. Is he still living down there in Sydney?
Yeah, still there.
Oh, he's still.
Probably still around the corner.
How he doing?
Should go visit him.
All right. Okay. So
Anyway.
big thing. V Magazine, I said a little earlier, we got the inside scoop that she was doing it.
Yeah. Wait, just quickly. One complaint I heard was that the photo shoot looked too much like the paper magazine. That was a complaint I heard.
You had heard that complaint?
Yes, I got
about the V
Magazine. I picked up the customer service line, and that was the
and that's what they were saying?
Yes.
Oh, girl.
Because there's a lot of like that body jewelry and the fishnets.
Well, I have some lamb mail that I'll read out after we're done talking about it,
Yes.
of what some of our lambs were saying.
But the interview was good in this one.
It was good.
The pictures were
Wait,
good
can
too.
we start with the pictures and then go interview?
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
start pictures, go interview. I love the pictures.
I love everything. I'm confused about the shoe in the hand.
Correct. I don't know why you got the
holding a
shoe in
shoe?
your face. What you smelling that for?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's expensive, but why are you smelling it? Because it's probably never been worn before. So yes, I was a little like, girl, you gotta. Is that a shoe?
Yeah, at first I thought it was like an award. I was like, what, is that an award? I wasn't sure what it was.
I didn't know what it was either, but then I was like, oh, it's a
The shoe.
Girl, why you got the shoe all up in your nose, girl? I was a little like, whoa. However, I really like all of those other photos.
They're all good.
The one with her with the hair, and you see her booty.
Yep.
It's like a back shot. I love that shot.
Yeah.
Only because I know it's Mariah.
Right.
Like I know I don't need to see her face. I know that's Mariah.
Right. I like the one in the car, the paparazzi shot.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh my God. I like them all.
Yeah.
I like them all.
She looked
I was
good.
like,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. And I got the magazine like in person.
Yes.
Like, I went to the Barnes and Noble,
The one that's left.
the one in the city, the one that we have here. And they had it, and they only had 4 copies out because the magazine is so big and so thick that you can only put 4 on the shelf.
Right.
When you see it in person, it's gorgeous. The pictures are gorgeous.
Yeah, big and glossy.
Yes, big and glossy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Big and glossy, sign me up. Done.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. They look so much better in real life in the magazine than they do online, because that's where it was released first, was online, and you could read it all there and you could see all the photos. But when you see it in person, you're like,
The good old days.
wow. Right? The good old days, girl.
Yes,
you remember?
Yes. I know. I was there.
The good old days. And also, okay, so now let's talk about the interview. The good old
we
days.
haven't had a good magazine moment in a while.
True. I think our last good one was Complex. When she had the red dress.
But again, the interview, she wasn't doing much. Nothing to talk about.
Well, honey, we were in a nightmare era.
But
What
but to compensate, we had that good video for Complex.
Yes. And those were great pictures, though.
Good.
Those were great pictures. Okay, so what is she talking about in this magazine? Because I was gagged that she's actually speaking
English.
and making coherence.
Yes.
Coherent sentences.
Yes.
Girl, where's my splash? Girl, it was good.
Good.
Like, I could read the whole thing and I wasn't bored.
Right.
Because it's always the
I
same
kept
thing.
reading.
It's the same thing. It's this, it's that, it's the other. It's blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Or where she doesn't want to talk about anything and she will, defer the question and this, that, and the other.
Right. Oh, yeah,
She went there. She went there.
That was the biggest thing in the Nightmare era. Every question was deflected. There was no answer.
Yeah.
talking through her teeth.
Yep.
Didn't make sense when she answered it. Mm-hmm. It was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare, literally.
So to read this was so refreshing. Like, oh, her brain is unscrambled. Back to normal.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pull the article up, so just in case like there's something I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing, and it's sort of like what we were talking earlier, she's back in the studio.
Yeah.
And
Talking about it.
Talking about, hey, I'm making a new album.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm with Roc Nation. And like what I got was like, oh, wait a minute. There actually is a team sitting around talking about her next release.
Yes.
It's not just us, Martin.
Yeah, I know.
There are other people. There are other people.
Real professionals.
Getting paid.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that, because I feel like, especially through the Nightmare era, it was just her, Mariah, and that woman.
Yeah.
Nobody else was talking. No one was being creative. Nobody was like, hey, this
Here's
is
an
our
idea.
end goal.
Yeah.
This is what we want.
Yeah. It was like, oh, maybe we should do a song. All right. Well, do you know how to do a song, Mariah?
I don't.
Kinda. I don't. We got I don't in a Halloween outfit.
Yeah, and we
In May-
filmed
in
the
May, in
video
March.
in her front yard, in her driveway.
Probably on an iPhone.
She got a. Oh, I'm mad now. Where's my slash? Where's my slash?
PTSD.
I'm
PTSD. PTSD. Breathe. Breathe through your nose. Breathe.
All right, we're over it. We're on the other side.
Yes.
Okay, so there's people talking about what they're going to do with Mariah and where they're going to bring her and what the new music is going to be like.
I know, but here's where the gag comes in, where you gag, like, and like choke a little bit.
Okay, tell me.
She talks about like hanging out with Jay-Z and people like talking about it. Then she says, they're in the room together talking. We all just kind of threw some ideas around. So we're starting from the musical place rather than what's the hook. It's going to be done that way.
Yes.
What were we complaining about the whole
Girl.
time? Where's the music?
Where's the music?
Start
Girl.
from the music.
From the music, from what it is. It's not just about like a catchy hook. It's
Yes.
not about like this, that, or the other.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Build a song.
That comment right there got me.
Oh, as soon as I read that, I was like, this album.
I
is
was like,
going
oh,
to
wait a
be-
minute. There's thought here. There's a thought process.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I was gagging.
Yeah.
Girl,
Gagged.
where's my drink? I need.
So she goes on to talk about working with Jay-Z, and she explains their history.
Which, by the way, not to segue too far away, but we haven't been back since the Grammys. So Mariah was hanging out with Beyonce
And Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, Clive Davis party.
Well, now we know who invited Mariah to brunch.
Yeah.
It was Jay-Z. His brunch at the World Trade Center down there.
Yes, but she actually went. And she was
did.
fashionable.
Yes, like I said in our Patreon exclusive, she wore her Eton shirt.
Yes, she did.
To brunch.
Girl.
A Louis Vuitton Eton
And
shirt.
by the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, we do behind the scenes podcasts for our Patreon supporters.
Bonus content.
So you've heard us many times since we've been on hiatus, if you're a Patreon supporter, just saying. And we talked about all of that before, so we're not going to go too much into it, but she looked great. She recycled that dress for the Clive Davis party,
Which
and
I
I was
loved.
not even mad about it.
No, I love that she recycled
Oh my God, it was gorgeous.
Because I was like, can you turn the clothes around?
Yes.
Like that?
Yeah, well, Mariah can.
Yes. I was like, can I turn anything around in my closet?
Girl, I'm going to turn this shirt around. Girl, she looked so great.
I know.
So great.
Yeah.
Beautiful. She was there with Brian Tanaka. It was great to have the Grammys back in New York City as well.
Even though she hates him.
And she doesn't
We all
go.
hate him.
Oh, well, let's go back to the V Magazine. Perfect segue. So now what is Mariah talking about the Grammys in V Magazine?
She basically said, it's cute. I got a few. It's cute.
It's cute.
But, and look, we've been
yeah,
saying,
sure.
like, whatever.
Whatever.
I'm sorry I have all this success, and you give it to you too.
Or you give it to Jermaine Dupri, Songwriting Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know.
Which I'm fine about. Like, fuck off, Grammys.
Fuck off, Grammys. I'm glad Mariah said that, and I'm glad
too.
that it got so much social media acknowledgement, because Mariah, like that quote from Mariah,
Yeah.
saying, I have 5 Grammys. That's cute.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't care.
Because she's not trying to, like, force the deadline to get a Grammy. She's not trying to get Grammys. Mm-hmm. That's not her goal.
Well, no, she gave that up a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now, you know Mariah as a music lover and growing up and being like in awe of watching, performers on the Grammys. People winning all the Grammys. Like, you want that as a singer, as a songwriter. Mm-hmm. Yes, of course you want that acknowledgement. But I think 20 years ago, in 1996, Mariah gave all that up. She's like, oh, this is just a charade.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a game y'all play.
Because once again, what do you have to do to get one?
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had the biggest album of the year and the biggest number one on for that album. Mm-hmm. Oh, you too got it? Okay, fine.
Right.
I get you now.
Oh, okay, so this is the U2 show.
Yeah.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
Mariah got that 20 years ago.
Yes.
And so, now for her to talk about the Grammys and be so flippant about it, I'm not mad.
No.
Honey, because she stopped that. It's crazy that people are even now realizing the shit that Mariah had to go through with the Grammys.
Yeah.
The shit.
Yeah. Because, the label was like, Mariah, we need you to finish this album by this date because you need to qualify for the Grammys because we need to get the shareholders and yada, 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 yada.
Money, 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 business, business, business.
Yeah.
It's never like, let me just create something and let it be amazing.
Yeah, because, anybody who's creative knows that one day in the middle of the night, this creative burst happens and now you got your hit song and you missed the Grammy deadline by 2 days.
Oh, God forbid.
What are you going to do?
And that's what Mariah's saying. She's like, I'm not here for the Grammys enjoyment. Mm-hmm. I'm here for my fans.
Yeah.
I'm here to make music that is inside of me.
Yes.
That oh my God, Mariah in that interview was everything.
Candid.
Candid.
Which we want. Because normally she's trying not to upset people. So she says nothing. She didn't care.
No, she was not having it with the Grammys.
And I dare a non-Mariah fan to come to me and mention the Grammys and what she said, and let's pull out all the receipts.
When Mariah said, there have been people doing this half as long as I have and have more Grammys than me.
Beyonce. Just saying, but
just saying.
fine.
Just saying.
Now we work together.
And but that Mariah loves Beyonce.
Yes,
but it's
just saying.
It just goes to show that the Grammys are really, nowadays, the Grammys are all about
ad sales on the TV show.
100%.
Yes, we see you, Grammys.
But back in the day, when it was all about the music, Mariah couldn't even get anything.
Yeah.
Girl, don't get me started, Aunt. Don't get me started. But anyways, I have land mail from some of our listeners about the V Magazine article. Mm-hmm. This one here is Stephen Wallace, and I know we are so over time. This is going to be a 7-hour episode, Martin.
It's fine. The Lambs. I feel like everybody wants a moment. We got to catch up. Haven't seen each other in a while.
We got to hear what the Lambs are talking, what they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stephen Wallace, who's actually a Patreon supporter, and who I've met before. He's a longtime Lamb.
Oh, hey.
He says Mariah's interview in V Magazine was honest, refreshing, and obviously coming from a great time in Mariah's life. She is done trying to prove herself to anyone or fit in someone else's mold of who she is supposed to be. Her new relationship with Roc Nation will hopefully showcase this new chapter in her life, and we Lambs will welcome her with open arms.
Of course.
Perfect.
Yes.
It is. It is so refreshing. She in that interview was so refreshing, so open. And that's what I think for 2018.
But that's the Mariah we know pre-Nightmare era.
Yeah.
That's why see it back, it's like, oh, thank God. We're back on track.
Yeah.
Because pre-Nightmare era, we can... there's the Nightmare era, and before the Nightmare era, there was the Nick era. That's where things got derailed. So I feel like we're back to pre-Nick era.
Okay,
we're back
correct.
to MC Squared days.
Correct. And she looks like
MC Squared days.
Girl.
Like we went all the way back.
We went all the way back.
Which is perfect. Let's pick up there. Perfect. Let's pick up from that moment.
Absolutely.
Because the ball was rolling, the hits were coming, the albums were good.
Everything was great.
Everything.
But I mean, at the same time, I will say Mariah is in a completely different lifestyle because of the kids, really.
Right.
So you know what I mean? We can't expect another album every year from her. Like, that's never going to happen. Fine.
But also, the kids are also old enough they don't need her every 10 seconds. They can go stay with Nick.
Yes, and they do. You saw them rolling around in that shopping cart. Oh, the microphone. Oops. In the shopping cart with the $100 bill.
Oh, no. Well, they're also like rolling around down the street with their sibling.
Can we talk about that for just one brief moment before we get to overtime? Nick Cannon, please, lambs. What is the timeline of Nick Cannon getting that other woman pregnant? I know we've talked about it.
It's like 2.
It's like literally
Years
the divorce wasn't even finalized.
Okay, but
Nick is lucky. He is lucky that Mariah is the good person she is, and she still allows him around.
Listen, I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Okay, please.
Before the ink dried and Nick was getting people pregnant, she also had a brand new diamond ring on her hand.
But you know that wasn't real.
She still did it. It's fine. Let's move on.
Okay, move on. Because, I have my whole thing about the James Packer thing, which I heard that he just resigned.
From what?
From his company.
Yeah, because he tanked. Everyone tanked.
Because he's doing shady business.
Rat Pack is bankrupt.
Yeah, well,
Allegedly.
Well, that Rat Pack guy was sexually harassing
the people, yes.
Yes, the
raping
people.
Everybody out there. It's not funny.
No, it's not funny at all. But James Packer did. I just read that today, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So one more.
Wait, what did he resign from?
His company. I just told you.
What is his company? That casino?
The casino thing. His family business.
That whole mess went down, yeah.
His whole family business.
Rich people resigned. He can go and just live a luxurious life.
Well, yes, he's going to be just fine, but it's the same thing. It's like, when Harvey Weinstein had to resign from his company. Mm-hmm. It's like, you're the name of the company.
It's going to go bankrupt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's bad business. It's bad news. Mm-hmm. Bad news. I just want to do one more lamb mail, and then we're going to take a quick splash break and come back with Obsessed, our new segment. But I want to say from Steve Duchan, who is also a Patreon listener, about the V Magazine. He said a couple of things about it, but one that I saw in his reply to us was this. The photo shoot was very reminiscent of Rolling Stone 2006. What do you think about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was like, yeah, okay, you're right.
We're going back.
We're going back.
Yes.
And I'd rather go back
picking up
than be in the I Don't Nightmare era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
So I'd rather go back. It's okay.
We're going to reset from back then, which is fine. We're going to forget about that nightmare era.
I'll go back.
We're still in therapy. We're still in therapy.
We go back every other week in the back in time.
Yes.
We will go back.
Wait, final thought on the V Magazine.
Uh-huh.
Interviewer, SG, says, "You seem happy now." MC, really? SG, yeah. This is what it says.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
MC, that's good. I've gotten to a place where I could move into the next thing and the next thing. I've had to overcome a lot I'm being tongue-tied. I've had to overcome a lot over the past year, and those things that I don't personally want to talk about. But we're here now, so that's good. So she was in the nightmare era too.
Honey, she wasn't. She didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Oh, when she said that, I knew that was direct shade at her situation for not just the last. Yeah, but here, okay. She was in with that woman, Stella, for like 3 years, almost 4 years.
Right.
But it wasn't until last year that it was really bad. And I think that Mariah finally started seeing it.
Yeah.
And she's like waking up and being like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. How do I get myself out of here?
Yeah. Can we talk about how...
it's hard.
Well, can we talk about how the premiere Dead Sea photo shoot started coming out again recently?
Well, yeah. Well, because I think they're like spread, because I also saw like a lamb sent us that they got like video commercials in the malls.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she looks high as fuck.
She
allegedly.
I don't know anything.
But her eyes are...
Why are we whispering? She just looks like a different person in that photo shoot.
Big time. All the photos.
But in the moment, we're like, okay, yeah, that's cute. That's great.
There's something, yeah. But then we researched and discovered it was like a scam.
When we see our Mariah on St. Patrick's Day in the recording studio, and we're like, bitch, where you been, bitch?
Yes.
How you doing, bitch?
Yes, I know.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Yeah, and then when you look back at the Dead Sea, girl.
All those photos, all the hits tour photos, like all of that. What the fuck was... like?
Girl, what was going on all the hits?
We were all in it, too.
What was going on?
We all got sucked in.
I mean, we talked a lot of shit about all the hits.
But
we went, and then we really loved it.
But now you look back, you look
back, and you're like, girl, who put that wig on your head, bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Thank God he's no longer there. Oh, can we also give just a quick shout out to Danielle Priano and Christopher Buckle? They're working together, not with Mariah.
With the housewife, I think.
With the housewife, the young one, the concubine.
Who?
The young one.
The one that sings?
Yeah. That all the gays love. I don't know anything about it.
She's trying to tap into the gays, that woman. I saw someone, whatever. I don't know.
I don't watch any of the housewives. I don't know nothing but nobody but Nene Leakes. That's it.
Listen, I love a Danielle moment, but the jury's still out until we get a trial about that thing that happened. Allegedly.
Girl, that was so nightmare era. I don't even care.
I know, but
she's giving good hair.
I know.
Because I saw the bitch was on. The bitch was on. The housewife, not the bitch. I don't even know her. The housewife was on. I believe it was Wendy Williams, and she had this gorgeous high pony.
Yes.
And I was like, yes,
Danielle.
Girl. Danielle gives good hair. I'm sorry.
Well, I just want to know, but it was with the Danielle situation at the airport, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
I just want to know, was that a Stella situation or was that an actual situation? That's all.
And we'll never know. And maybe it's
no one
not
goes
our
to
business
trial.
to know.
It's public. It's going to be in a public court.
Okay, but you don't think it's already been dealt with in the court?
I think it takes a while.
Not a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year. No.
We should follow up.
If it's something about like that, they do those really quickly. Can we talk about jury duty for a second?
Yeah.
I was called to jury duty. Girl, we are so over time. This show is 5 episodes long. I was called to jury duty. And now I love the murderation.
Yes, murder mysteries.
The murder TV shows.
ID channel.
Oh, honey, sign me up for Forensic Files right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to go. Like, whatever. Well, I have to go because I didn't go the last couple times, and they'll arrest you.
Yeah.
So I went, and I was like, oh. And then the guy who like corralled all the jury members, he's like, okay, so there's we're pulling you guys for jury duty for this one case, and it's a long, high profile case. And I was like, this is my dream.
Yes.
I'm gonna be a juror on a high profile case.
Which is funny because nobody wants to do jury
Nobody
duty.
wants to do it. I was like, sign my ass up. I think that's why they didn't pick me, because I was like, sign me up. Yeah. I'm free. I'm available. Yeah. It was there was a case here in New York City about
blocks away from here.
Yes,
literally,
right in the neighborhood,
around the corner. Yeah.
About a nanny who had murdered the 2 children.
Yeah,
and it was her trial, and it's been going on for years, and they couldn't get the dates right and everything, and they just started casting the jury.
Casting the jury.
Yeah, that shows you where my mind's at, girl. They were casting the jury, and I was like, oh my God. And they bring you into the judge, and you see the woman is sitting right there with her lawyer, and the judge is there, and he's telling you like how serious this case is, and it's going to be 16 weeks. And like, he's giving you all the details, and he's like, well, the next step is you have to fill out this questionnaire. And the questionnaire was basically like, are you free? Are you free? And I said, yes, I am free. I don't work. I'm available.
But you do work, right?
I do work. But I was going to make it work. I was like, girl, get me on this jury. And then I started one. I didn't get picked, which is probably for the best because I'm crazy. But
so that's 4 months in the jury.
Yeah, but the thing is, you weren't going to be sequestered, and I could still actually work because they were only going to do 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Oh, that's reasonable.
And you would be out by 5 p.m.
That's reasonable.
So I was like, well, I don't start work until 6 p.m., so I'm fine.
Yes.
So I was like, girl, sign me up and I get my $40 a day from the court.
Yes.
But
do you know in Australia, they compensate your wage?
Oh, really?
Yes.
They give you the full thing?
Yeah, whatever you make.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Oh, I need to go to Australia, girl.
Yes.
They love people there.
I think they want to change it. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm
sure the lambs will let you know if you've been away for too long.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enough about me, enough about us. We love V Magazine. We're going to take a splash break, and we're coming back with our brand new segment called Obsessed.
It's going to be good.
know that we have a merchandise store?
Go to mariahrreportstore.com where you can find our exclusive range of t-shirts, mugs, tote bags, and more. Most importantly, every purchase made helps support the show and the artists that create it.
So go to www.mariahrreportstore.com and get yourself something nice.
We're back.
Oh my God, we are back. This is the longest show in history, Martin.
It's been a while.
But you know what? They need it.
Yeah.
We've been dying to get back, and they've been dying to hear us.
We got to catch up.
Sorry it's 7 hours long, guys.
And by the way, if you guys want to send us a message, don't forget you can always follow us on all the social media at The Mariah Report. Send us an email, mariahreport@gmail.com.
Absolutely. Which would be perfect for our new segment, which is called Obsessed.
Obsessed. And it came about because I was telling Dan, all of a sudden, randomly, I'm obsessed with the Jamaica show.
Oh my God. Oh, the lambs don't even know. We're going to do a back in time in it.
We are,
back in time of it.
But I kind of realized I'm not the only lamb out here in the world that gets obsessed with random things.
Right. And I think the whole, also, because we did our charm bracelet back in time.
Yeah.
And it re-obsessed so many people about that album.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're like, okay, well, you know how it goes in the lamb world.
Yes.
You get obsessed about one thing of Mariah's career.
Yeah.
And you just can't stop listening to it, can't stop watching it, can't stop telling everyone you know about it.
Yeah.
So this is our new segment.
Called Obsessed.
Yes. So tell us what you are obsessed about, and then we will put it on the show, and we will obsess about it too.
Yes, we'll analyze and discuss.
Yes.
Okay, so we put it out there. What are you obsessed with? And we really want to include our listeners more into the shows.
Like, let's hear what you guys have to say about anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, okay. So we got our first obsessed.
Okay, what are they obsessed with, Martin?
This is from Bobby Kern.
Oh, hey. Oh, that's another Bobby we know. I met him.
yes.
I met him.
We got a lot of Bobbies.
Yeah. Oh, we got
in the
Big
bag.
Bobby, Little Bobby, Bobby Kern.
Okay, so Bobby Kern. I'm obsessed with Mariah's live performance of Can't Take That Away live on The View in 1999.
Ooh.
It's the only 100% live performance where she completely nails the bridge, all the belting, and all the belting at the end. Definitely one of her most underrated performances. I wish they would upload performances like this on her Vivo.
Ooh, good one. Good one.
Okay, first of all...
okay, you start, Martin, because everybody got things to say.
Well, now everybody has to go and YouTube it right now.
Yes. Press pause, go YouTube it, The View.
It's good.
It is good.
She's wearing her black leather pants.
Yes, she is. This is also the same time that she performed Against All Odds. But we're talking about Can't Take That Away.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but here's my thing.
She had good hair. The hair was good.
Everything was good. Yeah. Everything was good. This is a great performance, and I think both of the performances from this episode of The View are underrated and forgotten about.
I didn't even know it existed.
Well, that's because you're living down under.
But that's why we need obsessed fans to share their obsessions.
Yes, exactly. But now Bobby Kearns. I gotta call him because we know all the Bobbies. Big Bobby, Little Bobby, Bobby Kearns. Bobby Kearns, I would have to almost disagree that this is not her best Can't Take That Away performance.
What do you like, Divas Live?
No, I love the Oprah.
The Oprah.
The Oprah one.
That was a good one.
And then...
Because we had the videos on the screen. Yes,
with the kids and the mom and the dad, and they running around in the park and all that bullshit. But
that's okay because he's obsessed. That's what he's obsessed with.
That one.
It's okay.
And I love that he pulls that one up. But I will say, mine has to be the Oprah. And I know there are a lot of lambs that love the Blockbuster Awards where she wore the mini skirt
and the tank top
and
which was the heels that broke.
That was a good one.
I still live for the Divas Live.
Oh, I love the Divas Live too,
with the diamond down the back.
But I'm thinking but you know what? Thank you, Bobby, for that, because now we're going to go and give this underappreciated moment
its
own moment.
Yes.
And that's what this is about.
Yes, exactly.
You know what? Because he's not lying. She did kill it.
She did.
But because there are other performances where she gave the over-the-top diva glam, maybe that's why we think those are better. With the diamonds down the back.
Well, I think his argument is more vocally it's better. It's one of the vocally. It's one of the best ones.
Okay,
Because
I'm down with that.
Because Divas Live had the raspy voice moment, which I love.
yes.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a comparison study now.
Now we're gonna get into the whole "can't take that away" moment.
Obsessed.
We're gonna have to do a back in time, and then an Instagram story poll about what is better.
Obsessed.
Because she really did.
Yes.
She did kill it on the Charm Bracelet tour. She killed that song too.
But see, I don't remember any of those ones. They're not in my mind.
But she got on the knees, not only at Divas Live, but in the Charm Bracelet tour.
I know, but I just don't remember those ones being memorable like the Rainbow era ones.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Bobby Kearns done got us obsessed, girl. That's all I'm saying. Because we will be YouTubing every Can't Take That Away performance from here on out.
So if you have an obsessed, we're going to reach out and tell us what you're obsessed with. Again, mariahreport@gmail.com. Make it specific and tell us why.
Yes.
Not like
why.
Why?
Not like, hey,
I'm obsessed with everything. Yeah.
Like me.
Like, for example, the Jamaica show I'm obsessed with all of a sudden because after I got over the horror of the situation, there's some amazing, loose vocals in there.
Amazing vocals.
That I dream of as a Mariah show. I want to be at that show.
We do have a back in time planned for that one, so stay tuned. You're going to hear all about it.
But that's why there's vocals in there that were slept on. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm all obsessed about it.
So, yes, what have the lambs been sleeping on, guys? Let us know.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right,
yes.
so next. So now we always love a iTunes review.
Yes.
And it's been a while since we've been back, Martin. So I'm going back into the ratings and reviews of the Mariah Report podcast on iTunes.
BT Dub, go to search us in the iTunes store because we have new artwork in there.
Yes.
Go have a look. It's so cute.
So cute.
Thank you, Sean, who does the artwork.
We love and appreciate you.
Lamb, Sean. Thank you.
Okay, so I have from Simon Callie. He says, obsessed.
Obsessed. The theme.
Hello.
Yes.
And that was not even planned.
No, that's from January.
Recently discovered this podcast and immediately became completely obsessed. Guys, if you're obsessed with us, you can tell us that too. We're not going to be mad. We're not going to be mad. I love everything you guys are doing. Keep up the good work. From a fellow lamb. Thank you so much, Simon.
Thank you, Simon.
We love, appreciate, and enjoy you.
iTunes reviews help us get attention at the Apple store over there because there's a chart, a podcast chart.
Yes.
And different sections. And we've been on the music section chart
and
here and there.
Sometimes we chart and sometimes we don't.
Yeah, so these help.
But with the help of you,
yes, they help.
We will chart.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is from Teddy Bear 95.
Hey, Teddy.
He calls it 100%.
Oh, of course he does.
This podcast is perfect for the lambs who want to talk about Mariah but don't have fellow lambs around them to relate.
That is a big problem with a lot of us lambs.
I know, right? Dan is so enthusiastic in literally everything he says, and Martin with that Australian accent. Love heart eyes. Yeah.
Oh, hon, you got a crush. Someone's got a crush.
I could listen to them and Mariah all day. Thank you,
oh, my
Teddy
God,
Bear.
Teddy, that's amazing. Yes, Teddy Bear, 95. You better quit.
We love that.
Flirtation through the iTunes. We'll take it.
Do you know what's funny? My Australian friends now say I have an American accent.
No.
But I was saying no. But just recently we were hanging out with some friends at the Rise Bar. You and I.
Yes, your friends from, my friends as well.
Your friends now, yes.
Yes.
But one of the friends was from Australia, had been in England for a year. And when I was talking to them, I could hear British accent.
Oh, really?
That's all I could hear. And then he's saying to me, you sound American. And I'm like,
no.
Well, you sound really British. And then so I was thinking, oh, this is what everybody else is hearing.
This is what everyone else is hearing. So
I think I have an American
here's my thing. I will say, you crack me up every time you do an American accent.
Why?
Because it is, and I'm like, you will do it just randomly when we're talking, just like, if we are talking about something, and then you'll deliberately be like, oh, like America, like what were we just talking about, and you did it, and I was like, it cracks me up. So to me, you do not sound American at all, but when you do the American accent, I'm dead.
Does it sound American or goofy?
It sounds so goofy but it's so real. It sounds goofy coming from you.
But it's serious.
But it is serious, and that's how we sound. But I don't hear it until I hear you do it. I mean, that's the craziness of it all.
I can't think of what I said.
But you remember what I'm talking about? Like you said something earlier, and you were like,
today.
Or no, maybe it was the other day when we were together. And I said, wait, what are you saying? And I was like, oh, you're saying it with an ER, not an, I thought you were saying it with an A. Remember? And then you went into like the American way. And I was like, oh, now I get it.
I remember that.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but you remember that, right?
Yeah, shit. What was that? We were doing our new ad breaks?
We were. But it was something outside of what we were recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you were telling me a story, girl.
Okay.
You were telling me about the mountain story, probably.
The mountain stories? Okay.
The East Plantation. What is it called?
The Eastern Plains?
The Eastern Plains.
Of Colorado?
Yes, and you were saying something, and I was like, the what? And then it wasn't Eastern Plains you were saying, but you were saying something else. Like but it was during that story.
Oh, okay. Let me try to remember.
The lambs don't know. We're on a tangent now.
Yeah. Anyway.
We're on a tangent now. Okay.
We have one more review.
One more podcast review from iTunes. Apple Podcasts is what it's called.
Yeah. They rebranded too.
Yes, they did. Hey, everyone has to.
You got to evolve.
Facelift.
Move. Yes.
That's it.
Facelift.
If you're not moving forward, where are you moving? All right. So this one is from Josh. 102389, and he says, incredible podcast. Dan and Martin have such a great rapport and chemistry. They're super funny and really informative. It's a great nostalgic piece to when they have their back in it's a great nostalgic piece too when they have their back in time moments. If you love Mariah, you'll easily be hooked. All in all, it's my absolute favorite podcast at the moment and definitely worth the subscription. It's especially great because if you're a lamb and don't have a lot of lamb friends, you can geek out together here. Keep it up, Dan and Martin.
Yes, thank you.
As I'm reading that, because I have not read that, I'm like, is this from my friend Josh, who doesn't listen to this show? And I'm like, did I tell him to make a thing? I don't think I did.
No, because that's too inside.
That's too inside. He wouldn't know about back in. My friend wouldn't know about back in times. Okay,
that's a lamb.
Good. That's a lamb.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh Lamb. So I was like, did I tell my friend Josh to write a review and forgot? No, I didn't.
But tell your friends to write a review.
You should tell your friends to write a review. All right, guys, listen. We are going to wrap it up now. It has been a splash a moment.
I'm glad we're back.
I know.
I missed it.
Honey, the lambs have been begging.
Do you know what I like about the show? I was thinking about this over the break. I love that we get to interact with people I don't normally interact with in my day-to-day life. Mm-hmm. Like we have everybody in the human spectrum.
Yes.
The young kids, the older ones.
And do you know...
Trans, straight, the gays.
All of it.
The girls, the guys, everything.
Everybody. And not only that, I was looking
I like it.
At our... download statistics and because we get all that information and do you know that we are listened to in over 112 countries?
Yeah, shout out
Isn't
around the
that
world.
Amazing.
Mariah Report around the world. I love it. Isn't it crazy?
We literally basically got a listener in every country.
Crazy, right?
Every country.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I love it.
Yes,
and I'm so happy to be back.
Me too. I feel like, I think I said it earlier in the show, the last few years was just training because I feel something good is coming.
Yes.
It's time. And, like even during the Nightmare era, the Lamely was like broken and divided and arguing and fighting. It's time to put all aside.
No, we don't have any of that.
There's nothing to argue about now.
Yes, and we don't have to talk about Mariah's world ever again.
No. We still have PTSD, but we're actively working through it.
And that's what counts. But anyways, I love and enjoy doing the show with you, Martin.
Me too.
I love
Likewise.
all of our listeners.
I love our listeners.
Thank you so much for your support, whether it's at Patreon or at the merch store.
Did we ever talk about our mug?
I was just going to say, we have not really been back since the mug.
The mug, the New Year's Eve mug.
Oh, the Michael Trujillo mug?
Oh, it's good.
Oh, girl.
It's good.
The lambs were gagged over it.
Gagged. We freaked out.
Honey, we sold so many.
Yes, we freaked out.
Oh,
Go check out Mariah. I know it's another ad.
I know it's another ad, but it's like a real ad, like for real. Because it's so cute. Because I actually gave, because we have a couple here in house.
Yes.
And I gave them to my friends, and they're like,
they're good.
Actually using them.
Yes.
Like they're good mugs.
It's a good mug. Do you know what else is really? Yeah. Do you know what else is really cute?
Yes. Let's whisper some more.
Michael Trujillo's breakdown T-shirt is so cute.
Oh, girl.
It's a good one.
Girl, you know what that's... Okay, so I love all of them, but...
But it's really good.
The fantasy one is
that's good too.
really good.
It's good.
The fantasy one is really good.
But Darko stuff is all amazing.
Oh, don't get me started on Agent M Honey.
Yeah.
Honey.
His breakdown one and the honey one is so cute.
Oh, my God.
It's all cute.
Girl,
we have good shit.
Bitch, we're good, bitch. Cheers. Bitch, we're good.
It's good. It's cute shit.
It really is. So if you guys want to help support the show, you can go there, get something festive. Everything's super cute.
Yes. You'll find something you like.
And do you know how Mariah tried stealing our moment with that mug?
That she invented,
but we stole, but then she stole it back from us. And I was like, no, girl.
I was like, ours is better.
Ours is cuter.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but Michael Trujillo draws a good Mariah, bitch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
On the fly.
Yes, on the fly.
And it's good.
At the spur of the moment.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't checked that out, go to the mariahreport.com and get you one.
Yeah.
We're going to have some sales and some
stuff coming
discounts coming up. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed to the podcast or the newsletter, you're really missing out.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot. Just saying.
But we're back. I'm so excited to be back. But you know what's scary? It's going to be Christmas in 10 seconds.
Oh, before you know it.
We're going to be at those shows in a flash.
I know.
Do you think she'll do it this year?
Of course she will. This is annual. Martin, where you been, bitch?
But I feel like last year she was kind of over it.
Well, because somebody had overbooked her.
Nightmare era. Okay. PTSD. It's okay. Pulling it back together.
Somebody overbooked her. She wants to just come do her little Christmas show and then go to Colorado. That's what she wants to do. She doesn't want to do this. Okay, well, maybe she could still do it overseas a little bit.
I'll be down for Paris.
Yes.
But she's got to mix it up. You can't go back to Paris with that same show.
Girl, this is a 5-hour episode, and now you're going to get me started on the Christmas shows?
I told you, it's Christmas in a minute. We've got to start planning the set list now.
Or she could just take the same set list and switch out one song. You could do that in a day.
She did that with The Star, though. Do you think The Star will be in it this year?
Definitely not.
Just
definitely
The Star?
Not. It was a one-time moment. Wait. Oh, God. We got to cut the mic. Cut the mic.
What?
I told you this, but I didn't tell the lambs this. Or maybe we told our Patreon listeners. Remember when I said that the guy who won over Mariah, he comes into my restaurant.
No, what?
Yes.
Tell me.
The guy who won. Girl. Okay, let me take a splash and then, start from the beginning.
Wait, tell me. So the guy that won the Oscar for Best Song
Golden
in a
Globe.
movie.
Golden Globe. Okay, so here's the story.
Same piece of metal. Whatever.
I know, really. I mean, we all know who wrote the better song. Right. Let's not be joking ourselves. Mariah. Okay, so this is where it all starts. I'm at work. This is for the listeners who don't skip and
who haven't turned it off yet.
Who haven't turned it off yet. You're always bound to get something from us no matter what, because the show is over. This is, honey, we should have pressed stop. But okay, this quick, and then we got to go. Okay. This is
really
what
hungry,
happened.
by the way.
So I was at work. I work in a restaurant. And one day, this large table of 10, 15 people came in. They were not my table. Did you poke yourself in the eye with your straw, Martin?
Splash champagne in it.
Okay. Yes, we're having celebratory
we're celebrating.
moments. So should you.
Yes.
Well, how else do you guys listen to the Mariah Report? You should be listening to the Mariah Report in a bathtub with bubbles and a sip.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I go to work, and then this table comes in, and they're waiting for one final guest. And I was like, oh, my God, is this guy ever going to show up? Finally, he shows up, and he's super cute.
But wait, are they all paused in the meal? No drink
not
orders,
at all.
nothing?
No. They're in the meal. They're eating without him. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
It's not even my table, actually.
Right. You're just spying.
Else's, but I'm right there, so I see it all. And so the guy shows up. He's super cute. And I was like, oh, my God. So, whenever I see someone super cute in the restaurant, I have to run to my girls and be like, hey, bitch,
What's the 411?
Did you see the pork chop at table 81?
Do you say, is that pork chop or like by the dish?
Honey, that's beef. That's Wagyu beef. Whatever I might say. I'll say something new every day. It doesn't matter. But actually what I do say, this is what I always say. How is he doing?
Yes.
How is he doing at seat 1, table 81? How is he? And, you know, if someone gets my jokes, with most people do, they'll be like, well, he's very educated, has a super good job, and his dick is huge. And I'll be like, yes, girl, I agree.
They already
Or they'll be
got
like,
that
well,
information.
you know, he was in jail in 1998, a record this long, you know, whatever. It's fun and games.
They've already Googled. They've Googled it already. Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so the guy comes in, and so, you know, a lot of servers and waiters in New York City are actors. They're really involved and like super into that scene. I'm not.
Actor, waiter, models.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't do that. I don't know how to act. I don't know
You're
how
a podcaster, waiter,
That's it.
model.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, he's so cute, blah, blah, blah. And the one girl's like, oh my God, why is he so familiar? Why is he so familiar? And so she goes to another girl, and he says, because you know they're all gay, but this is actually a girl. And he says, oh, that's what's his name? That's so-and-so. And I was like, oh, well, that's really interesting. And then I Google him, and I'm like, wait a minute. Well, the girl tells me, she's like, oh yeah, that's him. He just wrote a song on the soundtrack for
The Greatest Man.
The Greatest Man of All. And I was
Greatest
like, wait a
Showman
minute.
or whatever.
Greatest Showman, Greatest
Whatever.
Whore, whatever. And I was like, wait a minute, what's his name? And then I Google him, and I'm like, hold the fuck up. This man is the one who stole Mariah's Golden Globe. Because you know I was so upset about that.
Yeah, we all were.
Yes. And then he's sitting right there, and he's just a normal, cute gay. But then I told someone else, and they're like, oh, no, I think he's straight. And I was like, no, he's definitely gay.
No, they're definitely gay.
But then I go home, and I tell my roommate who's into the theater, oh, so-and-so who stole the Golden Globe from Mariah was in the restaurant today. And he's like, oh, that guy? Oh, we used to hang out like every other day. Like, he's like nobody. Yeah, my roommate is like friends with him.
Get out.
Yeah. There's this long time ago when they were like in college together and whatnot.
Got it.
And I was like, oh, okay. So should I strangle him now or what? Because this was after the Golden Globes. It was like Grammys. Because this is what had happened is he sat down. He was super cute, and I was like, hey, bitch, how is he doing?
Yeah.
But then he started passing out tickets to everyone at the table, and they were tickets to the Grammys.
Oh.
And I was like, who is he? How'd he get to the Grammys? Well, because he's a very famous songwriter. Now.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
I'm sorry Mariah only has 18 number ones.
Sorry that she wrote 17 of them. Sorry, Songwriter Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Sorry, Golden Globes. Sorry, Grammys.
Because you know I was real mad about the Golden Globe situation.
We need to start our own award show.
We really should. What did Mariah win this week?
She won the Mariah Report Hall of Fame award.
Yes, she did. She has her picture right here.
Yes,
with lights
on your
around
T-shirt.
It. Yeah,
literally right now.
Yes, I am wearing a Mariah T-shirt, not one of our own, but it is a good one.
The prize
is from our friend Big Bobby.
Oh yeah,
he bought this for me.
Yes,
yeah.
Mariah, collect your prize at mariahrreportstore.com. Pick whatever you want.
Call us, girl. We'll send you your gift, your prize. You won.
You're in the Hall of Fame.
You're in the Hall of Fame.
Yay! Finally,
you and Trixie Mattel.
Yeah. I still haven't seen the final All Stars.
Did I just spoil it for you?
No, I knew she won.
Oh, okay.
Social media spoiled it.
Of course. Yeah. All right. Can we finally end it now, Martin? After 7.5 hours.
I know. I'm just glad to be back. I'm
Me
glad.
Too. Glad.
Happy. We're back
and
on the
I can't
roll.
wait for even though like all of our listeners are lambs, but like we have other things coming like outside of Mariah that I think our lamb listeners will also enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know our lambs are supportive. Our listeners are supportive.
Oh, honey. They're strong. Oh, these bitches, they don't quit.
Yes.
Oh.
We love it. We're aware.
And you wonder why Mariah has the best fan base ever?
Yeah.
It's the same reason we do, because lambs are die hard.
We stole them.
Well,
we tapped in.
We are them.
Yeah.
But
we are part of them. Yes.
We are them. We get it. But we love, appreciate, and enjoy you. And we are going to finally press stop on the record button, Martin.
Yes. Don't forget. Subscribe on iTunes, to the social media, at the Mariah Report. Share it with your friends. Tell your friends that we are here. We need more listeners. Tell one friend. It will make a difference. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.